Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves where I struck out a Padre record 16. Wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
What else is going to happen today? Henderson's bat goes flying into the stands on a strikeout.
That's not good right there.
See Andy looking at it like, hey, not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, stick to basketball there, right?
Oh, no catch. Love to get that one back. Alonso lost the bat as he flung at that high fastball.
That's going to keep him up tonight. Can't make that catch. You got to keep that clean, right? You got to catch that.
And Melendez socks one deep right field, right down the line. Stowers to the corner, and it's out of here. First career walk-off RBI for MJ Melendez.
Oh, baby! Brian Reynolds clears the deck. Pirates win it on a Friday night in the Berg. Back it goes!
This team, man, unbelievable. Blake Dunn going back, leaps at the wall, Dunn on the spin, and he brought it in, he robs a homer.
Well, that was a terrific play.
Take a good look. You won't see it. Tovar has walked off the Giants. Tovar hits his second of the night.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
As the Philadelphia Phillies look to stay perfect on their current homestand when they send Andrew Painter to the mound against the Chicago White Sox. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a warm Saturday here in South Philly. Scott Fransky with you alongside Larry Anderson. Tom Kelly is our engineer with us in the booth today as the Phillies last night winning their fourth straight ball game as they stay perfect on this six-game homestand through the first four games. The Phillies last night with an 8-6 win over the White Sox. A rarity for the Phils these days to outslug their opponent, but a couple of home runs in the game. 4 hits from Kyle Schwarber helping to lead the way, and Johan Duran there at the end for another 1-2-3 ninth inning save. The Phillies now 5 games over the 500 mark for the first time all season. They'll send Andrew Painter to the mound. He has just 1 win on the year. He's 1-6 with a 5.74 ERA. The rookie hasn't won since his initial start in the majors, and he'll try to end that skid today. The White Sox will go with opener lefty Brandon Eisert, who comes out of the bullpen to start the game. We expect to see righty Sean Burke for the bulk of the work here today for the Sox. The lineup card exchange about to happen at home plate. We'll get you that starting lineup at the first pitch of today's ball game. It is game number 64 on the season, and we'll have it for you next here on the Phillies Radio Network.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi. Just $50 a month for 5 years. No annual contracts, no hidden fees. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees. Extra speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
It's game time and you're heading to Citizens Bank Park to catch your Fightin' Phils, but you want the great taste of a Campos cheesesteak. That's easy. Make sure you visit Campos on Ashburn Alley. Whether you want a traditional cheesesteak or kick it up a notch with their signature sandwich, the Heater, you can get the same award-winning steaks that you'll find at their 214 Market Street location in Old City. For the best cheesesteak in Philly, visit Campos in Ashburn Alley. Campos at 214 Market Street and CamposDeli.com. Philadelphia's cheesesteak since 1947.
In your community or in your home, Nemours Children's nationally recognized pediatric specialists are here to help your child achieve their best health. Throughout Southeast Pennsylvania, we're working hand in hand with families to make every child's world a place where they can thrive. Now open in Malvern. Find your child's neighborhood specialist at nemours.org/PA. Nemours Children's Health. Well beyond medicine.
Catch the action at Citizens Bank Park when the Phillies face the Marlins on Monday, June 15th and Tuesday, June 16th, both.
Coming off AL Player of the Week honors, where he hit over 400 with 3 homers, Bobby Witt Jr. was all gas, no brakes.
And grounded inside the bag and up the line. Played poorly off the sidewall by Carpenter. How far will Bobby go? And Vance Wilson is going to let him come to the plate. He is in there.
To say Bobby is on a tear is an understatement. His gap-to-gap power and that lightning speed have him among the major league leaders in hits, stolen bases, and WAR. He also just happens to be one of baseball's premier defensive players.
Goodness, that's why he's one of the best in the game.
That is how you win a Gold Glove in back-to-back seasons, and last year earned a Platinum Glove.
Baseball fans are bearing witness to something special.
He's their go-to guy in all situations, whether it's defensively, offensively, running the bases, complete player.
A primetime player in his prime.
Oh my goodness. You want to say that this guy is back? He's more than back. He is absolutely on fire. 438 feet.
So last road trip, we say we may have an issue getting Michael on the plane. We might have a hard time getting Ronald Acuna Jr. on the plane because clearly he is loving Boston and now Cincinnati. An absolute bomb there from Ronald Acuna Jr.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bryce Harper at first base will bat third, and batting in the cleanup spot, the third baseman will be Alec Bohm. Brandon Marsh will hit fifth and play left field. Batting sixth and with the catching J.T. Realmuto. Bryson Stott at second base will hit seventh. Batting eighth, the right fielder Adolis Garcia. And batting ninth for the Phils, the center fielder Justin Crawford. So again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Marsh, Realmuto, Stott, Garcia, Crawford. And on the mound, it's the rookie Andrew Painter, who makes his 11th start, 12th appearance overall, and Larry's still looking for that elusive second major league win.
He's looking for it. Hopefully he can get it today. As SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report on Andrew, his 6-pitch repertoire, but hasn't consistently commanded them. That's been the biggest problem. Uses a four-seamer, averages 97 on that, uses that 35% of the time, then his slider 20%, with his split 14%. And 3 more pitches, a sweeper, sinker, and curveball all around the 10% mark. And that's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together. I think a big thing, as I said, the command for Andrew Painter is what is key for him, and actually that brings us to the keys to the game, I think, is Andrew Painter needs to command the strike zone with his fastball and be able to locate his off-speed pitches when he's behind in the count. And that's brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy's Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. That kind of sums it up for me.
It's all there in a nutshell, Larry. Well done. Did your big league preparation, I see.
There's a lot. I mean, I look at it, it's like 5-6 pitches mix, and I kind of go to look at Sanchez, who throws 3 pitches and commands all of them. Like, I think that Painter could benefit from not having to throw so many different pitches, but that's not the case so far.
Well, this is a good hitting White Sox lineup, a hot hitting lineup for the White Sox, as the Phillies saw firsthand last night. Sam Antonacci standing in for the left side. He's ready to go. So is Painter. The first pitch is all the way, and it's upstairs for ball 1. And we're underway today at 4:07. Right on time. 91 degrees here at the ballpark. Hazy skies overhead. The pitch is a breaking ball. That's down and in.
So this is right on time, as usual?
Right on time, Larry.
All right.
They never miss a beat down there. 2-0 count. And Antonacci steps out momentarily as they reset the clock. Painter into the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And it's fouled away to the left side, out of play. Flags are drifting left to right, pointing out towards right field here at the start. A little bit of a breeze, which was nice for those down on the field, the fans who packed the field for Photo Day, the annual tradition here.
Right.
Hopefully everybody got to see their favorite Philly.
Had a little cloud cover early. Wasn't too bad.
2-1 pitch, and it hit him. And Antonacci gets hit by another pitch, and he's aboard to get things started.
That one looked like he actually tried to get out of the way versus yesterday where he tried to get in the way.
So the leadoff man is on, and that'll bring up Miguel Vargas. Vargas having a great year for the White Sox. Former Dodgers prospect, and ended dealing him to Chicago. And the first pitch to him, he takes. It's up high. And 2 straight 1-0 counts. Both times missing with a fastball up and out of the zone. Painter and the Phillies wear their alternate home uniforms, the cream-colored unis. The pitch, and that's outside. 2-0.
See Andrew Painter getting a mindset of just thinking about throwing downhill. Just nothing more than that. Just think about throwing downhill.
Well, Andrew Painter, for his size, which of course is considerable, it's 6'7", he does not have great extension, as they like to call it. Here's a breaking ball that's in there for a called strike. And there are some who believe that he might benefit from a little further reach out towards the plate. Might get a little more giddy up and get on the hitter a little harder.
And that's the thing. Even if you don't throw it any harder, if you think about it, if you're a foot closer to the plate when you land, that ball's a foot faster without throwing harder.
2 balls, 1 strike on Vargas. And the pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. There's the sweeper from Andrew Painter. Harper's on the bag at first base, holding the runner Antonacci. They've picked over once so far. Stott shaded up the middle, so a good-sized hole on the right side on the ground. The pitch. Swung on, popped up foul. This will go out of play. Trey Turner at shortstop and Alec Boehm at third. In the outfield, it's Marsh, Crawford, Garcia, left, center, and right. And JT Realmuto again doing the catching for the Phils. Vargas batting .243 with 15 homers. 41 runs batted in. And he calls timeout. White Sox wore the full gray uniforms last night. Today, it's the gray pants, but black uniform tops. White lettering on the front and back. The pitch. Breaking ball, fouled back and out of play. One thing that has somewhat eluded Painter as well is a lot of swing and miss. He's had it at times, but it hasn't been real consistent, and that leads to some longer at-bats. There's another throw to first, and Antonacci is back with a head first dive. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Vargas. The pitch, and that's a breaking ball down and away. Antonacci had a huge jump. He's kind of dancing off the bag over there at first, but stopped.
Surprised why he stopped with that kind of a jump.
Well, he may be going now at 3 balls, 2 strikes. He's got a big lead. Painter, long set. Now the runner goes. The pitch is taken, low and away. It's ball 4. He goes with a 3-2 slider.
Because that's the pitch he has the most confidence in, because he can't command his fastball.
So 2 are on with nobody out to start things for the White Sox. And Caleb Cotham is going to make a trip to the mound, 2 batters into the ballgame. And Caleb Cotham, who is not real aggressive in the mound visit department, especially early in games. Now, of course, much of his tenure here, he's had some pretty veteran starters, and no reason to sound any alarm bells necessarily when the likes of Zach Wheeler and Christopher Sanchez and Aaron Nola might run into some early troubles. But Andrew Painter is a different subject.
Yeah.
So he goes out to check on him early. The batter will be Andrew Benintendi, former All-Star. He's hitting .238 on the year for the Sox. The stretch and a look back at second. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a line drive left center field off the end of the bat. That'll fall for a hit. Coming around third, Antonacci. He'll be waved in. There'll be no throw to the plate. And it'll be a soft single for Benintendi, an RBI, and a 1-0 Chicago lead.
He might have broke his bat there. Sounded like it. But again, this is a sinker that's above the belt. That doesn't do you much good to throw a sinker up that high.
So now Colson Montgomery, and the left-handed hitter with a big swing and a miss. There's a fastball down below the zone that he swings over the top of. Oh, and 1 the count. Montgomery with 15 homers, 37 runs batted in for the Sox. The pitch, and it's way inside. Painter, in his last start, roughed up by the Dodgers, certainly the most challenging lineup he had faced so far in the big leagues. That and perhaps Atlanta. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul. Back to the backstop. And he gave up 4 runs on 7 hits. 2 of them were homers, and 3 and a third. Did not get out of the 4th inning of that one. It's 1-0 Sox. Nobody out. First inning. Painter waiting on Montgomery to step back in. Painter's set up on the third base side of the rubber. He sets at the letters, looks at second, now deals. And it's up high. 2-2.
One thing, I mean, Painter throws a slider and a sweeper. I'm not a huge fan of that combo. When you've also got a good curveball.
2-2. And that's upstairs. And it's 3-2. Another fastball missing.
But I'd love to see him pick the sweeper or the slider, and I don't say you have to eliminate one, but mix in the curveball more than one of those two. He's got a good curveball. Especially situations like this, you try and get a ground ball. Or you want a ground ball, but probably wouldn't throw it here. 3-2. He doesn't use it that much.
Count full. Here's the payoff. And it's inside. It's ball 4. And the bases are loaded, and still nobody out here in the first inning. After walking Montgomery, there's just 1 hit in the inning. It's a hit batsman, a walk, a base hit, and another walk. And And Chase Mydroth will be the batter. Phillies are looking for a double play ball. Turner and Stott at double play depth up the middle. Harper way off the line at first base. Bohm back at third. Mydroth, 271 average. The pitch, check swing, foul ball. Well, lefties and righties both have done damage against Painter. It's fairly split, honestly. The opponent's batting averages, not much different. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And he takes down and away a sweeper that's way off the plate. And as Larry mentioned, Painter throws 3 different breaking balls: sliders, sweeper, curveball. Curveball he uses the least overall. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's 22 pitches now. 12 balls, 10 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Painter kicks the pitch. Swinging a dribbler towards third. Bohm charges. He gloves it. He's only got one play. It's over at first. It's just in time. The White Sox get another run home on the slow chopper. And it's 2-0 here in the first inning.
Maybe Bohm coming in might throw it to the plate, since it's a force there at the plate. You don't have to tag, but one thing you do have to get an out, and he does that.
So Benintendi into third, Montgomery in at second, and the infield remains back everywhere but third base as Jacob Gonzalez bats, and he takes the first pitch. It's a fastball, and it's up and out of the zone, and it's 1-0. Painter, who comes into the day 1-6 with a .574 earned run average. The 1-0, breaking ball, that's in for a strike. Jim Wolf, the plate umpire today, calling the balls and strikes. Alex McKay at first base. Alan Porter, the crew chief, at second. And at third base, Roberto Ortiz. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Split. He was out in front. Well, what he really needs is a strikeout. 1 out in the inning. Runners at second and third. The 1-2. Swinging a tapper to short. It'll score another run. Turner, a tough play, throws on the run. It's in time. And it's 3-0 Chicago, as putting the ball in play makes a difference.
Big time.
Back-to-back RBI groundouts, and the Sox with a 3 spot in the first. Down to third goes Montgomery.
Leave that guy there. Keep it at 3. You don't have to deal with the 4-run factor this early.
So you're...
I know.
Yeah, here's Peters, and Peters is swinging a miss. I thought it was better to just do the 4-run factor.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is.
The 3-run factor really a thing?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. Tristan Peters, 288 hitter, left-hand batter. And the pitch is pop foul out of play. Either way, the quicker you get behind, the more time you have to catch up.
That's exactly right. I think what Painter needs more than anything, besides ground balls or strikeouts, is a session in the bullpen where he just throws nothing but fastballs down in the zone.
Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Third base side, foul ground, Bohm going over, but no play. Still 0-2 on Peters. It's been scorching hot, 13 for his last 29. White Sox do a lot of mixing and matching. They platoon players. They have pitch on the way. That's down and away. Missed with his splitter, and Peters wouldn't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 runs in the inning, 1 hit thus far. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a pop-up, backing out of play. Coming right down into the section, down in front of us. A little bit to the left here. Still 1-2 on Peters, who is the 7th man to bat. It's a 32-pitch first inning for Painter.
It's not what you want, especially on a day like this.
The 1-2, way outside. Brandon Eisert, by the way, he started out of the bullpen warming up this inning. He was just kind of working it like a relief appearance. So he's standing out there in the Sox bullpen. The 2-2, swinging another foul ball.
And there was a curveball. That's the first one I've seen today, but that was up in the zone a little bit.
Two. Swung on, fouled away. Tried a sweeper there. What was that, the 8th pitch?
Yeah.
Trying to find something he can throw by him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Painter deals. And the pitch is grounded foul down the first base line. It's along the netting in front of the Phillies, or the camera well beyond the Phillies dugout. Phillies have to get somebody up in their pen now. 2-2 on the way. And it's up high, 3-2. Looks like Tanner Banks is going to get loose as Painter is fast approaching 40 pitches in the first inning. Painter out of the windup. The 3-2 to Peters. Swinging a ground ball past the dive of Harper. It's down the right field line for a hit. In to score is Montgomery. Peters on his way to second. Turns there. Garcia gets it out of the corner. He'll hold with a double. Second hit of the game for the White Sox. And there's your 4-run factor as 4 runs across here in the top of the first inning.
Well, you certainly got to hope it stops there. It's 22. Well, I'm sorry. 38 pitches, 22.
They're going to send JT out to the mound to talk to Painter, who's sitting at 38 pitches, which is a new career high for pitches in an inning for him.
16 balls, 22 strikes.
The batter is set to be Drew Romo, the catcher. And should mention that's a heck of an effort by Peters, by the way, to double on the 11th pitch of the at-bat.
Right. He saw 11 pitches. He saw 2 fastballs.
6 of them he fouled off. 6 pitches he fouled off. And the pitch to Drew Romo, swing and a miss.
There's the curveball. That was a good one.
Well, it is somewhat different, I guess you could say. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. A big kid like Painter to come to the big leagues with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball and basically hide it.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem. I mean, not just his lack of command, but lack of confidence in it. He does not trust it.
0-2 the count. A look at second. Here's the pitch. And it's down low. That was the 41st pitch of the inning.
And that's why, you have to get to a point, whether it's doing it in the bullpen in between starts. You have to think about it. Every time you play catch, you have to pick a spot, try and throw to that spot. Every time you throw a ball, you have to have a reason behind it.
1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air to right field. It'll stay in the park. Garcia drifting in is under it and waiting, and he'll make the catch. And a long first inning finally comes to a close for Andrew Painter. 4 runs for the White Sox on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Phillies with some work to do. They're down 4-0.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado 8.
The biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted 406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, just when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance, but it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked in, that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
Averaging 89.5 on that, 27% changes and 26% sliders. You'll mix in a few sinkers. That's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
Kyle Schwarber leading off for the Phillies takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. The third time this season the Phillies have given up as many as 4 runs in the first. And the other 2 times, Larry, that we put the 4-run factor to work, didn't work out.
No.
1-0 pitch. Check swing, that's a strike called. It happened on March 30th. As the Washington Nationals scored 4 in the first. They went on to beat the Phillies 13-2.
Didn't go well.
Nope. 1-1. And that one is strike the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it happened again almost exactly 1 month ago, May 7th, against the Athletics. Athletics scored 4 in the first. The pitch. Schwarber takes. That's up and away. And in that game, the Athletics went on to win 12-1.
Those didn't turn out very good.
No. Your theory did not work. 2-2 all the way to Schwarber. And a swing and a smash, foul, down the first base line. Schwarber yesterday, 4 hits in 5 trips to the plate. All of them were singles. First time in his baseball career that he's had 4 hits in a game, and they were all singles. Didn't have that extra base hit in there. 2-2. And he checked his swing. Pitch was down and away. No swing by Schwarber. Ball got away from Drew Romo. The catcher goes running back to the backstop to pick it up. But today is a new day to test your theory. Your long-standing theory.
Yeah.
Count is full to Schwarber. The payoff pitch on the way, and it's swung on and hit high in the air. And I mean really high in the air. It's foul over on the first base side. Finally lands way down the line. Schwarber with 23 homers, 40 runs batted in. The 23 homers, still leading baseball. Eisert from the first base side of the rubber. 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. He got it. And Schwarber down on strikes for out number 1. That'll bring up Trey Turner. Yesterday against the lefty starter, Phillies were finally able to put together a good effort against the southpaw starter, something that they haven't done much of. The pitch. Turner takes. That's a strike called outside corner. He's batting .224 with 7 homers. 4-0 White Sox, bottom of the first. And the pitch is up high. They start to get the right-hander loose in the bullpen. We expect Sean Burke to pitch the bulk of the game. 1-1 the count, and the pitch way outside. Eisert's 13th appearance, second time he's been called upon to be the opener. The pitch, that's outside. Three and one now to Turner.
Well, Phil's got to get some base runners. A lot of time to get these runs back.
3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, now that they're regulars at getting double figures in hits, back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Should be no problem, right?
No, it shouldn't be.
3-2. Swung on, yanked past Vargas into left field for a base hit. And there's the first hit of the game for the Phillies off the bat of Trey Turner. And he's aboard for Harper with 1 on, 1 out. Last night, the lefty starter gave up hits to all the lefties early on.
Right.
See if Harper can come through here. The pitch, oh, swing and a miss. That pitch, or did he foul it? That pitch was way up and in. And that is definitely not a pitch you see Harp go after very often.
No.
I don't know if he thought there was going to be a little more break to it or what, but they've got, here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Wasn't real close to that breaking ball.
Pulled off of that one after that first sinker that, I don't know, was close to hitting him.
They basically vacate third base, and the pitch to Harper, swing and a miss. Well, that was a no contest at bat right there.
Wow.
3 breaking balls, and Harper goes down quickly. So that'll bring up Alec Bohm.
Well, the good news is that Harper or Schwarber will not have to face him again in this game.
This is true. Alec Bohm, a couple of hits last night, drove in a couple of runs. Eisert delivers, and the pitch swung on, line to left field, but straight away at Antonacci, who hardly has to move. He makes the catch, and that does it for the Phillies. No runs on a hit, 1 left after 1 complete. It's 4-0 Chicago.
Freddy's is where all your family favorites are made fresh all day, every day. We're talking sizzling steak burgers grilled to order, crispy shoestring fries, creamy frozen custard churned fresh daily. And with Freddy's,
the first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
1-0, crack to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go. And Legaliers has a grand slam. 6-2 A's. Shay's third home run of the series is a grand slam. And they have blown this game wide open.
And in grand fashion.
Mark your calendars. Kids 14 and under receive a Johan Duran Card Show Bobble on Sunday, June 7th when the Phils host the White Sox at 1:35. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com. That would be tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Riku Nishida leads off for the White Sox, goes after the first pitch, hits it in the air to straightaway left. Brandon Marsh with plenty of room will make the catch drifting back near the track. There's out number one. It's 4-0 at White Sox, and folks, indulge me a minute while I just humble brag on my daughters.
Oh, yeah.
The force that we call J-Lo, June and Loretta, 12-year-olds, 12-year-old and a half as of today, had their first ever black belt karate test. And they absolutely crushed it. Just crushed it. It was a swing by Antonacci, and he hits one deep but foul down the left field line.
Well, congratulations to them.
Just so proud of them. Put in a lot of work, and
it's pretty cool. So you showed me the video of them kicking the board in half.
I showed everybody,
even
total strangers on the elevator.
You thought it was your boss?
Yeah. He looked at me pretty funny.
Oh, you're not Rob Brooks.
0-1 pitch. Antonacci hits a little bloop, and that is going to be just foul over the head of Bohm, but just sliced foul. They had to break boards, you know. But not only boards, they had to break two boards back to back. And that was
not a challenge.
It was a point of worry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But they got through it.
They certainly did, right through the board.
Nice.
0-2 pitch on the way. And it's swung on, lifted to center. Coming on for it is Crawford. He's there. He's got it. And Painter, obviously, could use a really fast inning here.
Yeah. Well, around the league, good matchup on the mound. Boston's Ranger Suarez, 2-3 with a 3.38 ERA. He goes against the Yankees, and Will Warren, who is 7-1 with a 3.22 ERA in the Bronx. That's brought to you by Meineke, brakes, tires, batteries, and complete auto care by trusted local experts.
Here's Miguel Vargas, and the pitch is a little bit low. 1 ball to no strikes, fastball there. Of the 42 pitches he threw in the first, 14 were fastballs, 3 sinkers, 11 four-seamers. Here's a bloop into right. That's going to fall for a base hit. And that one was hit a robust 66 miles per hour off the bat.
Yeah, I wasn't really crushed.
He's definitely getting some soft contact.
Yeah.
But he hurt himself by walking 2 batters and hitting another.
That all came around to score.
Yeah. Here's Benintendi. He drove in the first run with a single off the end of the bat. And the pitch he takes, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Benintendi's single was 73 miles an hour off the bat. The pitch. Check swing, another pop-up, shallow left. Turner going out, calling for this one. He'll get to it and make the catch. No runs, a hit. The man left. Inning and a half in the books. It's 4-0 Chicago.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
You have one goal. Be there on Tuesday, June 16th at 6:40 when the Phils face the Marlins and all fans score a State Farm Phillies soccer scarf. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com.
To tie those laces, it's time for Nemours Children's Health Kids Run the Bases. Kids 14 and under invited to Circle the Diamond on Wednesday, June 17th after the Phils host the Marlins at 1:05. Head to Phillies.com to secure tickets today.
Brandon Marsh will lead off. Brandon Eisert remains on the mound. These two faced off last night as well. First pitch on the way to Marsh. He's down low. Marsh yesterday did something he had not ever done in a Phillies uniform. That's hit a home run off a left-handed starting pitcher. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. And that's taken, and it's a strike over the outside corner.
Chance to do it again today, even though this reliever is a starter.
That's right. It would still go down as hitting a home run off a starting left-hander.
Right.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. It's down and away. The last time he had done it was as a member of the Angels a couple of weeks before he got traded here to the Phillies in 2022. Hit it up Julio Urias of the Dodgers. 4-0 Chicago in the second. Eisert kicks and deals, and it's swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Marsh enters the game today with a 740 OPS against lefties, 277 average overall. 2-2 pitch, swung on, popped in the air, high in the air, left center. Antonacci and Peters are both there. Peters is calling, and the center fielder takes care of it for out number 1. And Will Venable wearing the number 1. The White Sox skipper sprinting out of the dugout. They'll make the pitching change here as they go to their long man, the previously scheduled starter, Sean Burke. So we've got our first pitching change of the game, brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies grounds crew. 4-0 Chicago. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Ever tried coming on Schumann, dives, makes the catch. Max Schumann, great hustle right there.
Caught by Rengifo. Rengifo says not today. Schmidt's back, he's at the track, he leaps, and he makes the catch.
Diving stop backhanded by Hoskins. A perfect feed to Ciccone. What a play by Hoskins. He slides, and did he hold on? He did.
Just get him the 3rd Gold Glove right now.
Gilbert jumps up. He caught it.
He just made a spectacular play.
Caught by Rengifo. Boy, has he been tested. That ball smoked right at him.
Cody reaching out. He's got it.
Oh, how did he grab that?
And he slides, and he's there.
No nightmares there.
It's over by the sidewall, slides. He made the catch. He hangs on.
Speaking of arms, wow.
La subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Right-hander Sean Burke, a 26-year-old who hails from Sutton, Massachusetts, former 3rd-round pick. Big guy, 6'6", 240. He's 2-3 with a 3.72 earned run average. Today is his 13th appearance. It'll go down as his 3rd relief appearance of the year. And he's been pretty good when they've used the opener in front of him.
Yeah. Yep.
He's got a 4-0 lead to hold on to. And he'll face JT Realmuto with 1 out here. $4-0 Chicago. Burke into the wind. The pitch to JT is taken, and it's a strike over the outside corner. JT kind of drops the bat, looks back at Jim Wolf. Are you sure about that? Well, he's able to challenge, and he probably would have gotten it overturned. Here's the 0-1, way outside.
That would have been an easier one to challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
But I can't imagine anybody ever calling that one a strike.
Burke into his windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one is a called strike. 1-2.
Kind of hesitating on that, too.
And
a
now
ball out in left field.
A beach ball out in the left field corner. Ball girl on her way to try to retrieve that. Burke, who was 4-11 last year with a 4.22, the pitch way outside, a breaking ball, fastball, curveball, slider. Got a sinker, cutter, and a changeup. I'm sure all 6 pitches are commanded well.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch, way outside. So far outside, Romo couldn't catch it, and it's 3-2.
Only 18 walks, 65 innings, not bad.
Count is full to JT. Here's a 3-2, and that's outside, and that's ball 4. Or ball 5 if you had challenged.
Yeah. Just took him a little longer to walk him.
Here comes Bryson Stott. Lefties have definitely had a little more success against Burke. Certainly did last year. And the pitch to Stott is up and away for ball 1. That is the first walk that he has issued as the bulk reliever. 13 1/3. He had followed up openers with no walks and 11 Ks. 1-0. And that one does bend in for a strike.
Well, it did have quite a weight.
Yeah.
Kind of probably throws off your timing, your routine a little bit. When you're at a half an inning.
1 ball, 1 strike on Stott. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Bryson did not start yesterday. Came on late as a pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Batting .219 for the year. 6 homers, 27 runs batted in. One ball, 2 strikes. JT leads at first, and Burke, runners going. The pitch is grounded towards first, booted briefly by Gonzalez, but he'll recover in time to get it there to first, and Stott is retired. JT had a pretty good jump there.
Yeah, he did.
That is out number 2.
But with 2 strikes, you didn't have much choice. You had to go after it.
Yep. Well, now the suddenly resurgent Adolis Garcia. We'll see if he can come up with a 2-out RBI. Get the Phillies on the board. They're down 4-0 here after a disastrous first inning for Andrew Painter. Came back with a relatively quick second. Burke looks at second in the pitch. Swing and a miss. First pitch fastball. Garcia with the average back over 200 at 202. He went 2 for 4 last night with a homer. His second straight game with a home run. 0-1 the count. And Burke looks at second, now deals. And it's way outside with that breaking ball. Average velo on the fastball, 94 for Sean Burke.
He doesn't use the cutter and change a whole lot, 5% or less for each.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch Fouled back. Healthy cut at that fastball.
Healthy cut, but not much you can do with it. It's a fastball down at the knees, outside corner. It's a strike, but again, there's not a whole lot you can do with it.
So he's down to the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Burke kicks and fires, and the pitch swung on and missed. Breaking ball got him. So a walk, but nothing more. And the Phillies strand a man. We're going to the 3rd inning here today. It's the White Sox 4 and the Phils nothing.
Ronald has also drawn a couple of walks today. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a grand slam over the monster. He had been slumping. He had been fighting himself. This was crushed. 93 miles an hour, two-seamer right down the middle, and all home runs are not created equal. Ronald knew it as soon as he hit it and watched this ball sail over the green monster and nearly over everything, or maybe it did get over everything.
Fastball at 102 on the outside edge.
8 strikeouts for Mizorowski.
7 innings, and it's scoreless.
The Yankees had an inning for the ages in the 3rd. It was unbelievable.
13 runs on 11 hits.
Strikeout number 10. Leiter ties his career high. 5 2/3 scoreless. A great afternoon for the Rangers' young righty.
Oh my goodness. You want to say that this guy is back? He's more than back. He is absolutely on fire. Acuna strikes again.
His last 5 hits, all 5 homers.
Tracking it back towards the wall. It's by the pole. And Siri got it. He went up and got it. Took away a grand slam.
That's an outstanding saver of 4 runs. Kids 14 and under will receive a Toyota Johan Duran Card Show bottle on Sunday, June 7th at 1:35 when the Phils host the White Sox. Grab tickets today at PHILLIES.com.
It's always a must-see matchup when these two teams share the field. The Dodgers will make their only trip to Citizens Bank Park to take on the Phils Monday, July 20th at 7:10. And Tuesday, July 21st, and Wednesday the 22nd, both at 6:40. It's a series you won't want to miss. Secure your tickets today at Phillies.com.
Andrew Benintendi will lead off. It is 4-0 Chicago. Montgomery, Meidroth, and Gonzalez due up. 50 pitches for Andrew Painter thus far, 42 of them in the first. And back to work against Montgomery. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. Colson Montgomery from Holland, Indiana. The pitch swung on, hit well. Right field and deep. Garcia drifting back, but look it up, and that is long gone. And Montgomery, with his 16th home run of the season, starts the 3rd with a homer off of Andrew Painter, and it's 5-0 in favor of the White Sox. Montgomery, who homered twice last year against the Phillies in Chicago.
4-seam fastball, inner half, belt high.
Well, the fastball just not fooling anybody. Here's Meidroth. This is start after start for Andrew Painter. Just can't find any kind of success with his heater. And Meidroth a swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, line towards center. Coming on is Crawford. He'll get there. Reaching up, he makes the catch.
Well, there's obviously growing pains with the young pitcher getting up here, but I mean his stuff is plenty good to get big league hitters out, but that only happens if you're locating it and throwing it where you want, or somewhat close to where you want.
First pitch to Jacob Gonzalez, in for a strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. Well, a lot of things you've kind of been pointing to and talking about here today and in the past against Painter. Stuff that was a struggle for him last year as well, even in the minors.
Right.
0-2, that's blasted. Long gone to right. That one is headed for the second deck. Goodness. Jacob Gonzalez with his first home run. And man, was it a drive to right. And it's 6-0 Chicago. 428 feet for Jacob Gonzalez. First major league home run.
That was, I believe, I'm not sure, I think on a slider. Yeah, slider, and that was just under the belt, and I mean split the plate in half.
Here's Peters. That's 11 homers given up by Painter in about 55 innings of work. First pitch fouled back by Peters, who had the double in the first. The pitch. Breaking ball. Down and in. There's a swing and a foul coming back this way. Gonzalez, one of those they called up just a week or so ago as they lost their home run leader, Munetaka Murakami, who was on the injured list. Phillies missing out on him, but unfortunately, they had to see Jacob Gonzalez instead. Right. 1-2. And a little dribbler right of the mound, off the hill to get it is Painter. He'll take it to the bag himself. That'll bring up the catcher, Drew Romo. Romo, switch hitting catcher, Fountain Valley, California. And he takes the first pitch in a little bit low. Romo, who spent the last couple of years with Colorado. 1-0 pitch. And that's in for a strike. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss at the high school at the Woodlands. Your old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
The wide and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is the first strikeout of the day for Andrew Painter. 2 homers in the inning. And the White Sox tack on to their big lead already. We go to the bottom of the...
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Gambler. Your local Chevy dealers are making a big difference in the lives of youth baseball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program. The Phillies salute Burlington Chevrolet for their support of Burlington Township Cal Ripken Baseball.
Justin Crawford leading it off for the Phils, who are down 6-0. Had a good day for Andrew Painter thus far, as pitch to Crawford is on the way, and he swings and lines it to center. Easy play for Peters to his left 2 steps. He'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network. With Larry Anderson, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citizens Bank Park on this Saturday afternoon. Tom Kelly is our engineer in the booth. Justin DeRazio back in our studios. First pitch to Schwarber is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Schwarber struck out his first time up. The pitch. And that's taken. And it just missed. 1-1 the count. No action in the Phillies' pen. They're going to send Painter back out, it would seem. The pitch fouled back. They want him to, at this point, eat up the innings.
Yep.
One ball and 2 strikes on Schwarber. And Burke's pitch. It's up high. I wonder what the longest number of the most singles Schwarber has gotten in succession without then hitting a home run or an extra base hit. 2-2. Check swing, and that fouled off the end of the bat. I mean, he had never had 3 or more hits in a game with all of them being
singles. And he had 4, didn't he?
They're putting 3 and 2 on the scoreboard, and I think they're double checking with Jim Wolf what the count is. And Jim Wolf says it's 2 and 2. The count is 2 and 2. It was a foul ball. The pitch fouled off. Still 2 and 2. The scoreboard and the score bug on television both still say it's 3 and 2. Next pitch, fouled away again.
Maybe now they'll do it. After 3 foul balls, maybe they'll go, there you go, 2 and 2.
Burke ready at the belt. Turns and fires, and the pitch swung on and missed. Got him with a breaking ball. And Schwarber has struck out for the second time today, and that'll bring up Trey Turner with 2 outs and nobody on. Phillies day baseball tomorrow, 1:35 the start time. Aaronola against David Sandlin. Sandlin is 1-1 with an 8.10 ERA. The pitch to Turner is outside. Aaron will be trying to keep his little mini turnaround going here over the last few starts. 1-0 pitch. Up high. 2 balls, no strikes. The windup. And the 2-0. Breaking ball down and away. 3-0. The pitch from Burke. And it's high, ball 4.
And 2 quick outs, and then you can't throw a strike. Seen that.
And it'll bring up Bryce Harper. Phillies with 1 hit so far through the first 3 frames. It was Turner's single with 1 out of the first. Then Harper came up and really looked somewhat befuddled by Brandon Eisert. And Burke's going to throw over to first. Turner dives back in safely. The stretch, long stretch, and the pitch. Harper takes, that's outside for ball 1.
Scott, this game's not really moving right along.
No, not to this point.
It's not through 3 innings yet. We're a little over an hour old.
Were you hoping to get some time by the pool today? 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss.
No, I'm trying to be a little more careful about the sun.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
might be a little late for that.
Good to play it safe with the sun. One and one, the pitch. Swing and a miss. So, did you have somewhere to be, though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
I was going to say, I think we've gotten you through the game in 2.5 innings before you're talking about being somewhere else.
No, I'm happy to be here.
1-2 to Harper. Here's the pitch. Fastball right there for a called third strike. And Harper caught looking, and he has struck out twice today. No runs, no hits, a walk and a man left. On to the 4th. 6-0 White Sox.
If you're a pet parent and
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on, and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards, and that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing, and there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
Action at Citizens Bank Park when the Phillies face the Marlins on Monday, June 15th and Tuesday, June 16th, both at 6:40, and Wednesday, June 17th at 1:05. Reel in tickets now at Phillies.com.
Get the coolest cap of the summer on Sunday, July 26th at 7:20 p.m. when the Phils host the Yankees, and kids 14 and under take home a Philadelphia Water Ice Fanatic cap. Order your tickets now at Phillies.com.
Riku Nishida is the first batter up for the White Sox. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. Here in the RAV 4th inning, which of course is presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2026 RAV 4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils.
I only went ahead because I forgot.
Pitch is a strike. It's 1-1. The pitch. And this is slapped towards short, diving for it. Turner couldn't get it. He was shaded up the middle, but that was hit to his backhand side, and Nishida is aboard with a leadoff single. To start the 4th, 6-0 White Sox. I'll forgive you, Larry.
Thank you.
Probably the heat from your time spent out chatting with the fans at Photo Day today.
It got a little warm towards the end.
There's Antonacci, and it's up high. You didn't have one of your little personal fans, you know, you blow it on your neck, and you're always staying cool that way. What happened to all those?
I'm not sure where they went.
Portable cooling devices. Here's a snap throw over to first, and Ishida dives back in.
I wish I knew. I don't know where they went.
One ball, no strikes. The pitch. And that's in for a strike to Antonacci, who's 0 for 1 today. Did get hit by a pitch and score a run in the first. Painter, long set. And the pitch. Popped in the air, left center. And Marsh waiting on it. He'll make the catch. Nishida back to first. As that is out number 1. That'll bring up Miguel Vargas. Well, it was good to see everybody out there today at Photo Day. I think everybody survived. Even, I think, John Kruk, I think, survived.
Well,
maybe just barely.
On the Gator.
Yeah. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He did not get to drive it as he was hoping to do. Jeremy's been a bit smarter than that to hand the keys over to Krucker. 0-1 the count. Pitch. Breaking ball. Pretty good pitch. Just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. I'll say this. It was warm, but we've had worse.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
1-1 pitch. And it's popped up. And, you know, it seems like the prevailing thought, this is out of play on the third base side around here, is that it doesn't matter what time of year you would schedule it.
You could do it in February. It would still be 95.
Right. And just like that, like Weather Education Day, you do it in whatever day it's going to rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it any month of the year. Just pick a month. One ball, 2 strikes the pitch. It's up high. Fastball. 2-2. Boy, big crowd here today. They are shoulder to shoulder on the rooftop out in center. The pitch. And that's a called third strike. Vargas caught looking a fastball there. Sinker at the top of the strike zone.
That's where most of the sinkers have been.
Here's Benintendi. 6-0 Chicago. And the pitch. Grounded foul. First base side. Benintendi, 1 for 2. And here he takes that down low. Benintendi, who kind of burst onto the scene, has kind of been all over the place since. Former Red Sox draft pick, first rounder. Pitch. And that's up and away. First few years in Boston. 22 was an all-star. Started the year with the Royals. Finished up with the Yankees. And now in his 4th year with the White Sox. The pitch. Check swing, foul. And this is up into the club level, down to our left. 80 pitches for Painter. We're in the 4th inning.
That was another sinker up and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Again, another pitch that's upper half of the zone.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, runner goes. The pitch is taken for a ball. Throw to second is, they're going to get catcher interference.
Batter is challenging the strike call.
Oh, they're saying it was a strike 3. And Benintendi is challenging that. And believe it or not, it is a strike.
Wow. The whole ball's in the zone.
Wow. I really thought that was inside because the way JT was set up, he missed his spot so badly. But it worked out. No runs on a hit. 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 6-0 Chicago.
Jumps and makes the catch over the shoulder.
Blake Dunn going back. Leaps at the wall, and he brought it in. He robs a homer. Dunn gathers. Olsen digging for 2. Throw there. Good one by Dunn. Tag. He's out. He robs a homer. 1 AP, and he guns down Olsen. Grady at second on the next. Ward on the move with the dive, and he makes the catch. Coming hard. Diving catch by Schneemann. Marshall back. He's got it. Backing up Sajewski. Nice play. 360 spin and a bullet. Back up the middle. Nunez will be able to tag the runner. And they go to first. Bounce to second. Steer tough play to his right. Smooth pick. Pops to his feet. That is a leaping catch. How about the hops on Vladdy? Diving attempt and a catch by Varsho.
Diving is Freeman, and he got it.
First, torque at the line, slides into position, and sends us to bonus baseball.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
While everyone is listening to the ball game on the Phillies radio network, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure. Whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects, ELEC and the operating engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our future.
Go to the bottom of the 4th, 6-0. First pitch up and in, missing to Alec Bohm. This is the Wrap 4th inning, brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. The 1-0, and that one drops in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bohm, Marsh, and Real Muto do up here against Sean Burke. 1-1. And this is blasted left field, low liner, and it's gonna go. Just the only question was whether it would clear that wall, but a laser shot by Bohm, his 7th home run of the season, and the Phillies are on the board. It's 6-1.
Talk about a line shot. Oh, there's one closer. Still lots of time. They got a pitch middle in, started in middle, belt high, started running in on him. He got that bat head out, and man, you blink, you miss it.
Here's Brandon Marsh. And the pitch to Brandon. Breaking ball stays high. That's the 7th home run now for Bohm. 6th allowed by Burke. Vargas plays well off the line at third base. Outfield will shade the other way against Brandon. And the pitch up and away. It's 2-0. I mean, right now, Sean Burke is basically 50-50 balls and strikes.
Right.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it's ripped back off of the pitcher, deflects towards third. He goes to pick it up, throws to first in time to get more. So here's JT Realmuto. This is a 1-3 putout, and again 106 off the bat. JT drew a walk his first time up against Burke, and he takes a strike. Oh, 1. Burke ready, the pitch. And that missed outside. JT would guess we'll have the day off tomorrow. They've been kind of pairing up Garrett Stubbs a little bit with Aaron Nola here lately.
Right.
1-1 pitch, and that one is in for a strike. Garrett and his little low target, right?
Right. Well, if that helps.
Help him keep the ball down. 1 ball, 2 strikes on JT. The pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Burke. 6th overall in the game for the Phil's offense. And that'll bring up Bryson Stott.
Phil's offense just looking for some kind of consistency. They just can't get it.
Only 2 hits so far today. Here's the pitch. And Stott pops it up. Right center field. Over and under it is Nishida. Now he's called off by the center fielder. And Peters will put it away. There's out number 3. 1 run on the home run by Alec Boehm. Nothing more than that. We'll go to the 5th. It's 6-1 Chicago.
It's the Yingling thing. Watching the grill like it's the championship game. Yelling at the ref as if he can hear you. Sipping a Yingling traditional lager.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Line drive, base hit, center field. Got a bird. Coming around third, DeRosa's going to win the ball game. It got by Crisp. It's a walk-off whip in the bottom of the 10th.
That ball hit the bird. It deflected. The birds are out here. It hits a bird. He goes down for the count. How about that?
This one's for the birds.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Phillies team store, Citizens Bank Park. Stop in and check out our newest drop with Aviator Nation. Visit phillies.com/new era for store hours and be sure to shop the collection before it's gone.
6-1 Chicago, and Colson Montgomery bats. Leading off here against Andrew Painter. First pitch breaking ball. That's over at the knees for a called strike. First time the Phillies got a look at Montgomery last year in Chicago. He homered lefty against Christopher Sanchez. The pitch. That's in for a strike. I don't think Sanchez gave up another home run to a lefty until early this year.
Wow. Phillies get Tanner Banks up now again.
Might be one more batter beyond Montgomery here. The pitch is a little bit high. You've got the right-handed hitting Meidroth on deck, and then you get into a string of a bunch of lefties. Likely they'd go to Banks there. The windup, the 1-2 from Painter. Swing and a ball dribbled foul, first base side. And speaking of dribbling, Colson Montgomery was a very good basketball player in high school. In fact, he set a bunch of Indiana records. Wanted to walk on, play basketball and baseball at Indiana, but got signed by the SOX instead. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's 3 straight strikeouts now for Andrew Painter.
And kudos to Painter for staying out there.
I was just going to say that, Larry, because, I mean, you've talked about it before. Sometimes you got to just let a kid work through it sometimes.
You have to. I believe that. I think that's how you learn.
Here's the pitch to Meidroth, and it's a strike called.
You don't learn a whole lot at the mountaintops. You learn a lot in the valleys.
That was profound.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, and Turner can't get there as that slow roller sneaks through the top of the infield, and Meidroth is aboard. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. That's no shallow thought, Larry.
No, but it is. It's, you know, when everything's going good, it's just going good. You're not really thinking about it. But when you're struggling, it forces you to think about, what have I got to do? What am I doing wrong? What do I got to do right? I still think, I mean, there's something he's got to figure out.
Here's Jacob Gonzalez, and he swings and pops it up. Out in front of the plate, Painter is waiting on it, now called off by Harper, who will come in and make the catch in front of the mound.
But I'll get back to that in 1 second. The brightest baseball athletes from HBCUs are about to make history in Philly at MLB All-Star Week, continuing a legacy that runs deep. Catch the HBCU Swingman Classic, hosted by Ken Griffey Jr. at Citizens Bank Park on July 10th. Visit allstargame.com for tickets. What was I saying? I said I was going to get right back to it.
You're one of a kind. Tristan Peters is the batter. The pitch is outside.
One thing I think about Greg Maddux, like when he would come set, he would never. They said his hand was never in the glove. The hand was outside the glove when he'd come set. And I think sometimes when you can do the same thing through your delivery, just to try and get the ball out of your glove quicker to get your arm on top. Sometimes you hold the ball, you take it through your delivery, and you hold it down too far. Now your arm doesn't get back up on top, and you end up getting under the ball and sailing it high.
Pitch missing. It's 2-0 on Peters. The pitch. And this one's ripped down the right field line. That's another base hit. Garcia racing over to try to cut it before it gets to the corner. Racing into third is Meidroth. They're going to put the stop sign up as Garcia fires it on one hop all the way home to the plate. Garcia got tangled up along the side wall somewhere there. And the White Sox gave it a good long look in terms of trying to send Meidroth home, but they hold him. And a double by Peters with 2 outs, and it looks like that will do it for Painter.
Yeah, he cut it off with his body, and then the ball rattled around a little bit, but that strong arm, I mean, I'm sure the White Sox had seen it before, so they held him there.
Obviously, if that ball gets by him and goes all the way to the corner, it's going to score the run. It'll be a triple. So he saves a run at the very least. And Don Mattingly is on his way to the mound to take the baseball from Andrew Painter. Rough go for Painter, who gives up 4 runs in the first, 6 runs total, leaves with
Dominic Smith leads off for Atlanta. Pitch on the way. Dominic Smith hammers one. A mile high, a mile deep, a majestic shot, and it's 2-0 Braves. What a display of power by Dominic Smith. A home run deep over the right field wall, and it's 2-0 Atlanta.
Boy, that was such a pretty swing. Dominic just pulls his hands in and gets the barrel to it, and that ball cleared the fence. I waved goodbye as it was going over. It was smoked.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
Left-hander Tanner Banks on for the 22nd time this year, the former Chicago White Sox. Banks seeing his former team. He last pitched on Sunday in Los Angeles. This is his first appearance at home since the 24th of May. First time pitching on the homestand. Here's the pitch to Drew Romo, and it's a half-hearted swing and a foul back to the backstop. Second and third, 2 down. It's 6-1 White Sox. Banks trying to strand a couple of runners on base. The 0-1. Breaking ball fouled back. Well, it's been a very different kind of year for Tanner Banks. Remember, at this time last year, the Phillies were just sort of absorbing the suspension of Jose Alvarado, looking for folks to step up in his absence, and Banks was one of those who did so.
Certainly did. I thought he was one of the better relievers for the whole year for the Phils last year.
0-2 on Romo. And Banks delivers, and it's up high. He made 69 appearances and did so with a 3.07 ERA, a whip of 1.01. Here's a 1-2 pitch, and that just missed down and in. 2-2. Banks, the pitch, swung on, popped up. Center field, coming on is Crawford. He's calling for it and waiting, and he's got it. Two-handed catch by Justin Crawford, and Banks gets his man. The White Sox strand a couple, 2 hits in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 6-1.
What a night for Brian Wu. He has absolutely cruised tonight. 7 shutout innings, 9 strikeouts.
Here's a drive to deep left field, up the bat of Nando. Gone! Home run number 1 of 2026.
And you can see the joy and the excitement on his teammates' faces. He goes the other way. He has a base hit, and the Orioles have won it. Back from the dead in the bottom of the 9th. They were down 5-1, score 5 unanswered runs.
PCA hits it into the tarps off Crow.
This is his game at the plate. He ended it with a flare at the defensive end.
This guy is on another planet right now. Hotter than blue blazes. Ronald Acuna, his 2nd homer of the game, and it is his 4th home run in the last 3 games.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Go Phils. MLB All-Star Week is taking over Philly, and you can get in on the fun at Capital One All-Star Village. Test your skills, grab Philly bites, and meet legends. July 11th to the 14th at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. Get tickets at allstargame.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Six to 1 Chicago. We start the bottom of the 5th inning as Adolis Garcia will lead off. Struck out his first time up against Burke. And the first pitch to Garcia, way inside, almost hit him. Garcia kind of looks out at Burke a little bit. 12
25 strikes, 18 balls for Burke. Not a great ratio for him.
Garcia now takes his time out. Yeah, I'm guessing his command has been a little bit off today. 1-0, and that stays high, 2-0. Burke called up late in 2024. In September, the White Sox were suffering through one of their long nightmare seasons. The 2-0 pitch, and this is popped up. First base side, backing up is Gonzalez along the line. He's under it and makes the catch in fair territory.
Now time for the Citizen Stats leader. Matt Chapman of the Giants last night went 2 for 3, scored twice, and drove in 8 runs with a grand slam and a 3-run home run as San Francisco crushed the Cubs 18-3. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Here's Justin Crawford, and the pitch. He shows bunt, offered at it, in fact. Kind of don't know what to make of those Cubs, huh?
Unbelievable. Man, talk about streaky.
Vargas way off the line and in on the grass at third. Burke, the 0-1. And Crawford takes. It's a strike called over the outside corner. That's a ball. Oh, 2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a ball as well. Way up out of the strike zone. And Crawford, down to the count 0-2, swings at it. And that was a shoulder high.
Yeah, I mean, that's maybe at least shoulder high, if not a neck high, which are pretty close in proximity, I guess.
I mean, if you follow the old song, the neck bone connected to the
shoulder bone.
Here's Kyle Schwarber, and he takes one in the same location, but he doesn't swing at it. And that was a breaking ball, missed high. 1-0 the count. Schwarber 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts here this afternoon. 1-0, and he takes, and that one missed.
You know what? Painter's pitch total ended up 93 pitches, which is a lot in 4 2/3, but 63 strikes to 30 balls, which is actually a good ratio.
2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, blast. Down the line and right. If it's fair, it's gone, and it is foul. Second deck, but foul. He hammered that.
He sure did.
Well, given where Painter started, having hit a batter and walked 2 more among the first 4 hitters, his ball strike rate was terrible to begin the game, but definitely improved.
But it's
2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Schwarber is swing and a miss.
63 strikes, 30 balls, but where were those 63 strikes? That's also
bottom line is you're down 6-1.
Yeah.
2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. 2-2 the count on Schwarber. Burke ready. And the pitch. That's up high.
Did that knock somebody out of their seat up there?
I don't know, did it?
Saw somebody rolling down a few rolls. Oh, smoked.
Count full. And Burke deals. And it's way outside. That's ball 4. Another 2-out walk issued by Burke. Told you he hadn't walked anybody in his 2 bulk relief appearances, but he's now walked 3 today. And here's Trey Turner, who's been aboard twice today with a single and a walk. They'll play the pull on the infield with Montgomery way over the hole at shortstop. The pitch. Breaking ball, missed away. 1-0 the count. Outfield shades the other way against Turner. The Phillies have had runners on base in every inning.
Yeah.
But only 2 hits. 1-0. Turner fouls it away. One ball, one strike. Burke takes a look back at Schwarber. The pitch. And that's a breaking ball in for a strike. Clearly, they're going to keep an eye on Kyle after watching his wheels in action last night.
They don't want him getting any extra lead there.
One ball, two strikes, two outs, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. A little late on the fastball was Turner. Marlins lead the Rays 3-0, bottom of the sixth inning in Miami. Nationals playing in Phoenix today. They've got a 3-1 lead, top of the seventh inning there. Burke, another 1-2. And that one missed a little low.
That's another kind of streaky team, the Diamondbacks.
Yeah. Nationals scored a bunch more runs on them. I mean, they just score runs at will, it seems like. They just scored another one, even while I'm talking.
Yeah.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a fastball. 95 on that heater from Burke. And Turner down on strikes. No runs, no hits. A walk and a man left. We're through 5. It's 6-1 Chicago.
Coming on, Schumann dives, makes the catch. Max Schumann, great hustle right there.
Caught by Rengifo. Rengifo says not today. Spits back, he's at the track, he leaps, and he makes the catch.
Diving stop backhanded by Hoskins. A perfect feed to Ciccone.
What a play by Hoskins.
He slides, and did he hold on? He did. Just get him the third Gold Glove right now. Gilbert jumps up. He caught it.
He just made a spectacular play.
Caught by Rengifo. Boy, has he been tested. That ball smoked right at him.
Cody reaching out. He's got it.
Oh, how did he grab that?
And he slides, and he's there. No nightmares there.
It's over by the sidewall, slides. He made the catch. He hangs on.
Speaking of arms,
wow. A howitzer for Abreu.
To the right side. There's a stab by a running Alex Freeland.
Backhanded nicely by McMahon. Oh, a rocket.
Line drive left field. And Mangum will make the catch.
taken out of the game as a pitcher, but the Ohtani rule allows him to stay in as the DH. Ohtani, did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done it again! His third home run! An all-time game for an all-time player.
New players can get their first bet insured up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Download the ScoreBet app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
HBCU legacy runs deep. Now a new generation steps up at All-Star Week in Philly when Ken Griffey Jr. hosts the Swingman Classic, July 10th at Citizens Bank Park. Get tickets at allstargame.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Go ahead. White Sox will start the sixth inning with a pinch hitter. Derek Hill will come off the bench and bat for Nishida. Tanner Banks still on the mound for the Phillies. It's 6-1. And the first pitch, a breaking ball to Hill. White Sox lead it. They got 4 in the first, 2 more in the third on a pair of home runs. Colson Montgomery, Jacob Gonzalez. Time called now. Hill steps out. Derek Hill, 225 hitter with 4 homers, 78 plate appearances. Generally plays against lefties. Oh, 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Derek Hill, who spent about a year in Miami, kind of bounced between the 24 and 25 seasons. He's been a lot of places in his baseball life. The 0-2, way outside. A life that has been lived in the game of baseball even before he was a pro, because his father is a scout, longtime scout for the Dodgers. 1-2, and it's swung on and fouled back. came up with Detroit during the COVID season of 2020. And the White Sox are his 6th different big league team. Here's a swing and a miss. And Hill strikes out. One away.
What?
I said one away.
One away, and the Chick-fil-A nugget of the game. In the midst of a streak of 18 losses, June 6, 1972, the Phillies try to change their luck with turn-it-around night. The lineup's announced in reverse order. Last names first. 7th inning stretch takes place in the 3rd inning. The scoreboard welcomes some groups not in attendance. As there is a swing and a foul ball. And ushers wear their hats backwards with their name tags on their backs. It didn't help as the team drops a 4-3 decision to Houston. But it's worth a shot. I mean,
yeah. Next time, why don't you read that backwards? Or one pitch.
Think I could do it any better?
I don't know. It might be a toss-up. Yeah, maybe. 1-1 to Antonacci, and the pitch is down low. Antonacci is 0 for 2, hit by a pitch in the first. What, 2-1. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Stott to his right. Picks it on the backhand and turns and throws to first. Nice sure-handed play by Bryson Stott. Give a birthday shout-out to the better half of Chris Ware, our
much better half.
PR man, Chris Ware. We mention his name from time to time. We highlight mistakes in the game notes from time to time. Things like that. We love Chris Ware. There's a swing by Vargas, and he hits one in the air deep to center field. Crawford is back. He's under it. He'll make the catch. But we love his wife, Angela Moore. She turns 40 today, and she's here celebrating with her triplet sisters, Diana and Valerie. So
very
happy
nice.
Birthday, gals.
Happy birthday.
Hope you're enjoying.
Line drive, base hit, center field. Got a bird. Coming around third, DeRosa's going to win the ball game. It got by Crisp. It's a walk-off whip in the bottom of the 10th.
That ball hit the bird. It deflected. The birds are out here. It hits a bird. He goes down for the count. How about that?
This one's for the birds.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And don't forget, fans under 12 ride free with an adult. Plan your trip to the game at SEPTA.org. Doors are closing.
Save this date. Kids 14 and under will receive a Toyota Johan Duran Card Show Bobble on Sunday, June 7th at 1:35 when the Phils host the White Sox. Grab tickets today at PHILLIES.com. Home half of the 6th inning, Bryce Harper leads off. Sean Burke still on the mound for the White Sox. And the White Sox still have a 6-1 lead. Harper takes the first pitch up high for ball one. Derek Hill remains in the game in right field, as expected, after hitting for Nishida. Burke with a 1-0. Swinging a foul back to the backstop. Harper with 2 strikeouts today, one against Brandon Eisert, the opener, and one against Burke. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch, and that's in tight. And And right from the very beginning, Harper, the very first pitch he swung at today was a ball up and in. It was a really strange swing for him. And it looks like he's had some trouble seeing it today. 2-1. And that's up high. And the one pitch he swung out in this at-bat appeared to be pretty well off the plate. But he's got himself a hitter's count now. 3-1, trying to lead off and start something in the 6th. Burke is ready at the belt. And a 3-1 to Harper. Swung on, and he got under it. Boy, he hit it a mile high. Shallow right field. Gonzalez going out. Meidroth calling him off, and the second baseman will make the catch. And there's out number 1. Just got under it.
Well, the Independence Blue Cross player spotlight is focused on Johan Duran. Last 5 saves he has faced. The minimum, and that is the longest such streak of 1-inning saves in franchise history. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at ibx.com. Very impressive.
There's Alec Bohm, who homered his last time up. The only run of the day for the Phillies, and one of only 2 hits for the Phils today as he takes his pitch inside. Yeah, what Duran is doing, and we talked a little bit about it on the post-game show yesterday, but not only here recently, but all in all, he's got 15 saves and 15 chances. 1-0 pitch, and that is a strike on the outside corner. He has yet to allow a run in a save situation. Opponents are hitting 120 against him.
Wow.
In save situations. 6 hits and 14 2/3.
Talking about automatic.
1-1 pitch, that's in for a strike, and 23 strikeouts. Just 2 walks.
That is impressive.
Burke, the 1-2. Fouled back. And we counted them up. Obviously, the Phillies have been in a lot of one-run ball games, and of those 15 saves, 9 of them are one-run saves.
Wow. That's remarkable.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Bohm. And the pitch from Burke taken, and it's a little bit low. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 6th. Burke ready, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider got him. That's now 7 strikeouts for Burke, and 9 for the game for the Phil's offense. And that'll bring up Brandon Marsh.
Phil's offense just, you see signs every now and then, like the last couple games, hitting the ball much better, but just not the consistency.
The pitch. Swung on, hit well. Right center field up the alley. Hill is back at the wall, looking up, and it's gone. And Brandon Marsh with a solo home run, his 7th of the season. Phillies trying to creep back in it. First Bohm, now Marsh, and it's a 6-2 ball game. 7th of the year for Brandon.
Well, another rocket. Deep part of the ballpark.
That'll bring up JT Realmuto. So each team with a pair of homers today. JT 0 for 1, and he takes down an end with a walk and a strikeout. One ball, no strikes. Burke delivers, and that pitch is inside. It's 2-0.
Yeah, big difference. If Andrew could have found the strike zone in that first inning. 2 walks and a hit batsman all came in to score.
The 2-0. And JT takes a little low. Breaking ball. It's 3-0. JT just 2 hits his last 20 at-bats over the last 7 games, including today. 3-0 count. And the pitch. That one's in for a strike, 3-1. Burke sets at the belt. The big righty delivers the 3-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. JT tried to check but couldn't hold off. Slider. So it's 3-2. JT takes his time out. Should he extend the inning? Bryson Stott waits on deck. Back-to-back games with a homer for Brandon Marsh. 3-2, the payoff. Swing and a foul as he probably chased ball 4. A lot of ball 4 chasing.
They got Romo pretty good too. Yeah, a lot of it's not getting locked in on what they want to swing at or what they should be swinging at.
JT, after giving Romo a minute, will step back into the batter's box. With a count full, and the pitch. That's high. It's ball 4.
Second walk for JT today.
Zach Bove is on his way to the mound. The pitching coach for Chicago is going to come out. Has to talk with Burke. And we'll see if that prompts them to get anything going out in the pen. Bryson Stott will come up. He's 0 for 2. Well, he could make this game pretty interesting real fast.
Absolutely.
Bohm has hit his 7th. Marsh has hit his 7th. Stott is sitting on 6 homers for the year. Seems fitting that he would also get his 7th.
I think that's a really good idea.
And then you have Odolis waiting on deck. He's got 6. The pitch. And that's a called strike over the outside corner. Good pitch there, sinker. Away, and that's not a pitch that Stott is going to go after these days. He's looking to turn
and burn.
And burn if he can, especially early in the count. They'll play him the other way in the outfield to pull on the ground, the 0-1. And that's up and away. Breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. They are getting a left-hander loose in the White Sox pen. 81 pitches now for Burke. After the 2-out walk to Realmuto. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Taken. Oof, that was a really close pitch. And Stott kind of flinched like he thought it might get called, but it was low.
Sean Newcomb, the lefty, up for the White Sox.
2 balls, 1 strike. Stott with those hands held low, waiting. Runner goes. The pitch. It's taken outside. Throw to second is high. And JT with a stolen base. His 2nd of the year.
Good throw. Might have had him, but it's a high throw, and Montgomery had to get up in the air to get it. And JT slides in there safely. Might have spun his wheels a little bit getting his start.
Phillies only have 1 AB today with a man in scoring position. That came in the 2nd. 3 balls and a strike for Stott. And the pitch. And that one is a called strike. And Stott wants to challenge. I think he thought it was low.
Hitter's challenging the strike.
It was really similar to the 2-1 pitch. And it is low. So it's a walk to Stott.
Ball's overturned. Philadelphia has 2 counts remaining.
And now Adolis Adolis Garcia 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. Could he be the third Philly to get number 7 today? 2 aboard. 2 outs. The pitch. And that is right there for a called strike. Flag's moving pretty good. It's we don't have any rain in the forecast, do we? 0-1 the count.
No rain, just some thunderstorms.
Okay. Peters, as Garcia takes time out, Peters a step towards left center. He's looking for that big 2-out hit. Get him back in this game. 6-2 Chicago. 0-1 the count. Burke kicks the pitch, and it's high. One ball and 1 strike. Adolis waiting. A check of second. Another look back. Here's the pitch. And it's taken low. Sinker. Back-to-back walks here for Burke. That gives him 5 in the game since coming on in relief. Wow. Tying a career high. Phillies trying to make him pay. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball. It's in there for a called strike. Count even now, 2-2. Went with a fastball to strike him out in the second. We'll see what he does here. 3-2 on the way. Swung on, fouled back.
Oh. He had a strong rip at that one. A ball just above the belt. Even the Adolis is like, ooh.
Wonder if Burke might try to elevate a little further up above the strike zone. He's got 1 pitch to play with. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit the other way. Diving Meidroth couldn't get it. It's a base hit. JT will score. Stotts around the third, and Adolis Garcia keeps the line moving. He's got an RBI single, and it's a 6-3 game, and the Phillies are getting the tying run to come to the plate.
Well, a good job right there with Garcia staying with it, going the other way, just out of the reach of the second baseman.
All with 2 outs. The homer by Marsh. JT and Stott both with walks. Garcia now an RBI single, his 19th RBI of the season. And that'll be it for Burke. We've got a pitching change here in the 6th. 6-3 game. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Whether it's in the stadium, on the road, or at home, let's work together to stop the steal. Vehicle crime is going down in Philadelphia. Let's keep the momentum going. A thief can act in seconds. Unlocked cars or distracted drivers are easy targets. And stolen cars are often used to commit
some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude? My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs. And then next day, I got to eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me. And then when my mom is with me, everything's good. I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Justin Crawford. They'll pull back the lefty Crawford and go with the right-handed hitting Edmundo Sosa off the bench. Batting .204 overall. Sosa is 2 for 5 as a pinch hitter. Will Venable and the White Sox knew this move was likely coming. But they go to Newcomb anyway, as Burke clearly was running on fumes. Missing with location. 6-3 ball game. The tying run at the plate. The pitch is a breaking ball, and that's a strike over the inside corner. And Sosa, I think, just asked for a challenge. Did he? Nope.
Nope.
He did not. He just kind of wanted to challenge, but not sure what we call that helmet tap he gave, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And he's quickly down to the count, 0-2. Just like that, Newcomb jumps ahead of the count. Newcomb ready. And the 0-2 pitch. Sosa swings, pops it foul, out of play first base side. You've got Garcia at first, Stott over at third base.
Boy, it'd be great to get one more in here.
Sosa trying to battle. Meidroth is shaded up the middle just a bit. Montgomery straight away at shortstop. 0-2 the pitch. Breaking ball, and that's in for a called third strike. And Sosa knew it. And a backdoor breaking ball puts away Sosa. The Phillies creeping a little closer. They get 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits. They also strand 2 aboard and will go to the 7th. It's a 6-3 White Sox lead.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he started.
Do you mind clearing up what in the world a guy with 1 career big league hit is doing with a baseball card that looks like this?
Yeah, every player in the mid to late 80s wanted to dupe a photographer, right? The entire rest of the season, I was wondering what my card would look like next year if I was able to sneak it through. And I open it up and I see one with me with the eye black and the batting glove.
And you saw
I was like, yeah, I duped him.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Land on one of 5 top prizes of $1 million. Ready to take a spin? Play today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. The Game of Life is a trademark of Hasbro.
PGW game summary. Well, Chicago White Sox went out to a 4-0 lead in the top of the first inning as Andrew Painter had trouble finding the strike zone with a couple of walks. Hit batsman, a base hit. Got up to 4-0 lead. They had 2 more in the third to make it 6-0. But the Phils came back with a solo home run by Baum in the bottom of the 4th and a two-run inning bottom of the 6th, make it a 6-3 ball game going to the 7th. PGW fueling the future.
Tanner Banks with a breaking ball into Randall Grichuk, who bats here for Benintendi. But he's creeping back into it, and Tanner Banks trying to keep it right there. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch, and it's up high. Banks into his second full inning of work. He has retired all 4 hitters that he faced, getting the final out in the 5th, a 1-2-3 6th. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. It's up and away.
Painter, by the way, started the day with 42-pitch first inning, but ended up going 4 2/3, stayed with it, ended up with 93 pitches. 4 2/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, a couple of walks, 4 strikeouts.
2-1 is fouled away. Grichuk, who hit 2 homers last night, starting against the lefty Luzardo. 14th multi-home run game of his career. which has taken him all over baseball these last few years. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Tanner Banks, good off-speed pitch there, and Grichuk down on strikes.
Second strikeout for Tanner.
Well, you start to build some momentum when you're trying to rally back, and it's up to the bullpen to make sure that momentum stays on your side.
Absolutely.
Colson Montgomery hits a tapper back towards the hill. Banks has to wait on it and then throws one into the dirt near first, but Harper picks it out. That thing had some spin on it coming off the bat of Montgomery, and
I think that's why he waited to kind of let it bounce, and then he got it, but then he kind of changed up on it, throwing over to first.
Throwing to first, not as easy as it looks for a pitcher, right, Larry?
I can relate.
Here's Chase Mydroth. No action in the White Sox pen, so it'll be Newcomb to face the top of the Phillies order in the 7th. The pitch. Breaking ball is in for a strike. One. The lefty fires, and it's a bouncer right side. That is going to squeak through for a base hit. As Stott was shaded up the middle, and Mydroth looked like he was just trying to shoot it through that hole, and he did. They've definitely gotten their share of some weak hits today.
That they have.
But they all count.
Put the ball in play, you got a better chance of getting on base.
So now Gonzalez. We'll stay with Jacob Gonzalez, who homered earlier today. His first. Mydroth creeping off the bag, and the pitch swung on and missed. Mydroth with only 2 stolen bases on the year. 0-1. Banks. His pitch, breaking ball. Boy, that just missed. A little bit high, I guess.
Looked like it was there.
One and one. Turner shades up the middle against the left-hand batter. The pitch, swing and a miss. Holm is deep and way off the line at third base as well. Banks gets the jump on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in the 7th. Mydroth leads at first. Banks is going to throw over there to check on it. He's easily back standing up. Braves lead the Pirates 6-3. Top of the 8th inning in Atlanta. Same score they had last night.
They just keep winning.
Runner goes. The pitch swung on, lifted in the air to left field. Sosa out there. And Stutter stepping towards the line. He makes the catch. Side's retired. No runs, a hit. We'll see if the Phillies can keep the comeback going. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time in South Philly. Sox.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
They say it's a game of numbers.
Bank Park, the energy on the field, the passion in the stands.
and the heartbeat of a city that moves with each pitch. At Citizens, we're more than just the official bank of the Phillies. We're fans, too, cheering every hit, celebrating every win, and when big moments arise, we're made to lead the rally. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
It is gone. You have one goal. Be there on Tuesday, June 16th at 6:40 when the Phils face the Marlins, and all fans score a State Farm Phillies soccer scarf. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com. Bottom of the seventh at 6-3, White Sox. And the first pitch to Kyle Schwarber is a fastball. That's a strike called from Sean Newcomb. 0-1 the count. Newcomb kicks and deals in the pitch. Breaking ball, and that misses up and in. Sean Newcomb just about to turn 33 years of age next week. Debuted in 2017 with the Braves. Next pitch, that's outside, a fastball.
Well, that slurve threw pitch before. That's the one you want to get. You leave that on the plate. You got to see Schwarber and Harper both going way deep.
2-1 pitch. Schwarber swings and fouls one out of play to the left side. Newcomb was a starter mostly early in his career, and the Braves then converted him into relief. And while the early returns were good, he really struggled. 2020, 2021, the 2-2. And that's inside to Schwarber. Fastball again. Still runs it up there. That's 96.
Yeah.
Fastball away or go with that breaking ball? What do you think? The pitch swung on, popped up. Third base side, maybe a play. Romo going over and makes the catch down on a knee, crashing into the fencing at the top step of the White Sox dugout. Terrific play. Drew Romo giving up his body to make the play there.
I got to wonder if that was, I don't know if that was on the plate or not.
Looked like a real protect swing, like he's trying to foul it off to get it out of play. It was off the plate, it does appear.
Oh, yeah, well off the plate.
Here's Turner, and he swings and misses. A really nice play by Romo. Yeah. Turner is 1 for 2 today with a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Here's a pitch, and it's down low. Phillies have Tim Meza up now in their bullpen, while the White Sox loosen up a righty. The pitch swung on, fouled away.
Right-hander Grant Taylor for the White Sox.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball, grounded towards first. Gonzalez to his left, scoops it and runs to the bag. 3 unassisted. And that'll bring up Harper.
Well, the Phils could really use Turner getting hot.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. The pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss. First pitch fastball from
97 on that one.
But in a good spot. Newcomb ready. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled again. Little better pitch to hit, maybe. But it's got him down to the count. Newcomb working quickly. Ahead of the count, 0-2. He winds and deals. And the pitch swung on, bounced the other way towards third. Vargas gloves it. Chest high, throw to first just in time to get Harper. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Sean Newcomb here in the 7th. Moving on to the 8th inning today here at Citizens Bank Park. Phil's trail.
Coming on, Schumann dives, makes the catch. Max Schumann, great hustle right there.
Caught by Rengifo. Rengifo says not today.
Schmidt's back. He's at the track. He leaps and he makes the catch.
Diving stop backhanded by Hoskins. A perfect feed to Ciccone. What a play by Hoskins. He slides and did he hold on? He did. Just get him the third Gold Glove right now. Gilbert jumps up. He caught it.
He just made a spectacular play.
Caught by Rengifo. Boy, has he been tested. That ball smoked right at him.
Cody reaching out. He's got it.
Oh, how did he grab that?
And he slides and he's there. No nightmares there. It's over by the sidewall. Slides. He made the catch. He hangs on.
Speaking of arms.
Wow. A howitzer for Abreu. To the right side. There's a stab by a running Alex Freeland.
Backhanded nicely by McMahon. Oh, a rocket.
Line drive left field. And Mangum will make the catch.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Catch the action at Citizens Bank Park when the Phillies face the Marlins on Monday, June 15th and Tuesday, June 16th, both at 6:40, and Wednesday, June 17th at 1:05. Reel in tickets now at Phillies.com. Headed to the 8th inning, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Phillies is left-hander Tim Meza. He'll face the bottom third of the order for Chicago. Meza, 24th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 3.62 earned run average. White Sox leading at 6-3. And Tristan Peters with 2 doubles today stands in, and he bunts. First base side, Meza off the hill, bare hand, can't field it cleanly. And he pounds his fist into his mitt. And it'll be a bunt base hit for Peters. Put a man aboard to start things here in the 8th.
Tell you what, these guys, it's a scrappy bunch they got here with the White Sox. Young kids. Scrappy.
Romo, the batter, he's 0 for 3. The pitch, that's down low. Toronto beat Baltimore today, 6-4. Toronto next up on the schedule for the Phillies. They'll leave out of here after tomorrow's game for 3 with the Jays, and then on to Milwaukee for 3 there. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch, and he bunts, and it's back towards the mound. Meza's got it, thought about second, has to throw to first. That ball was kind of off the front of the plate, bounded high up in the air, and Meza had to wait for it, so no chance at second.
No. Nope.
Sacrifice 1-3. And that'll bring up Derek Hill for his second at-bat of the game. 2 1/3 for Tanner Banks today.
Nice job.
Probably his best outing of the year. The pitch. Fastball misses inside. Out-of-town scores is always brought to you here by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. Meza, the 1-0. Swing and a foul back. The bunt base hit in the inning for Peters. That's 10 hits for the White Sox to only 4 for the Phillies. One ball, 1 strike. Time called. Lights have been on from the very start. It is darkening up a little bit, as those lights have a little more effect now. One ball and 1 strike. Meza checks second, the pitch. Down and in.
Did you say Peters looks a little widgety out there?
I would probably say he looks fidgety.
Yeah.
But you could go widgety, you and Stock. And if you prefer, he is going. And the pitch swung on a miss, though to third. He's out by 5 feet. Widgety, fidgety, outity. Out the call. The White Sox will see if maybe there was a miss on the tag. He kind of slides, pops up, tries to get around the tag. And they do want to challenge as Alec Bohm, again, he goes fishing on the tag. It looked like...
Well, he's on his foot, so his foot never hit the bag, I don't think.
Chicago is challenging the out call at third base.
Looked like his foot pinned Bohm's foot up. Peter's foot pinned Bohm's foot up against the bag after looking widgety and trying to take the bag.
He had a huge jump off Meza. He definitely comes off the bag at some point. I don't know if Bohm ever keeps the glove on him. Yeah.
He's out, I think.
You know, again, you take the throw, and he's reaching out in front of the base, fishing for the sliding runner. Kevin Stocker, widgety, fidgety, whatever, he's always talked about it. You know, drop the glove
in front.
Put the glove down in front of the bag. It's, I think it'll come down to whether or not New York thinks he got a foot on there clear of Bohm's foot.
I don't know if that's clear and convincing.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe they'll...
Here we go.
After review, the call on the field stands. Runner is out. Chicago loses their challenge.
There you go. JT guns down another one. 10th caught stealing of the year for JT Realmuto. He's right at 30%. 10 of 30. Bases are clear. 2 outs. And Derek Hill resumes his at-bat with the count 2-2. Meza kicks the pitch. Check swing. Pitch was wide. He didn't swing, says the first base umpire. Three and two, count full. Hill waits the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So after the bunt base hit starts it, Tim Meza able to get out with a little help from JT Realmuto. Scoreless, top of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It remains the White Sox 6 and the Phillies 3.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
Permission.
This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts and description of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
First pitch to Alec Bohm to begin the 8th inning is down low for a ball. Sean Newcomb remains on the mound for the White Sox. The windup in the 1-0. Breaking ball, that's in for a strike. That's slurve. Comes in at 83 miles an hour, contrasted with his 96-mile-an-hour fastball. The pitch swung on, fouled away to the right side. Bohm with a home run today. That was back in the 4th inning. Started the Phillies scoring. They were down 6-0 at that point. And Bohm homered leading off the 4th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's way up high. Newcomb, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And Newcomb, who has been really good for the White Sox this season, continuing that today. He's retired all 5 batters that he's faced. That'll bring up Brandon Marsh. First pitch, that's a little bit high. Marsh today with a home run in the 6th. He's also flied to center and grounded out to the pitcher. He scorched one off the backside of the pitcher. 1-0. Swung on, line to left, and going over for it, unable to get it is Antonacci. And Marsh is around first. He's on his way to second. He's got a laser double the other way against the lefty Newcomb. And he's in scoring position with 1 out here in the 8th.
Pretty much no reason at this point to ever bench Marsh just because the left-hander's out there. He's showing that he can handle it. A good piece of hitting there.
Well, you get 1 home here. At least you give yourself a striking distance in the 9th.
Right.
They've still got the righty Taylor warming through the White Sox. That double, the 11th of the year for Marsh. The pitch. JT takes the slurve in for a strike. 0-1. The count, the pitch. Swing and a line drive center field, and it's going to be caught. Marsh has to scamper back, and he's just there safely. Brandon Marsh got a little bit too far off the bag and was lucky to get back and avoid yet another base running mistake, which has been the one thing about Marsh's game this year that he's going to need to clean up.
And that's one thing. It's just so important to, when you're out there, especially at second base, when you're in score position, is to look around like he's doing now, see where the outfielders are at. But give it another look, too. Once you get your lead, take a quick peek out there.
And here's Stott, and he takes a breaking ball in. They'll snap throw back to first. Oh, they say strike called. And a throw back to second. The shortstop, Montgomery, was nowhere near the bag. It is 0-1 on Stott. He was 0 for 2 today with a walk. Outfield straightaway against him. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. And the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Newcomb delivers. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And no challenge from Bryson Stott, as that breaking ball was way below the zone. Goodness, why not challenge that?
Really?
Wow. No runs, a hit. 1 left, will go to the 9th. It's 6-3 White Sox.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Broken bat, dropping, base hit, they've done it again! This time, Cole Young, walk-off win once more for the Mariners! That gum bucket's been getting to work out recently.
Will Smith got the cut fastball, and what a rolling grab by Jorge Barosa. Wow. Barosa's got another one. Jorge Barosa. And the Jorge Barosa show continues in center field here in Arizona.
Guided right side, Arroyo on the spin, smother, got him! Oh, what a play in his big league debut!
Good range, great arm, great play.
Testing the limits of the drop. This is way back, and this is 3 in a row!
The calendar flips and the Tigers start flipping the ball into the seats.
This guy's a great pitcher, just a generational type of talent.
And he is putting on a show. That's his 8th strikeout.
Ball game and the Rangers win. Jacob deGrom, career win number 100.
Turn to Burns, a dealership you can trust. Turn to Burns. If great service is a must, turn to Burns.
For your next car, shop BurnsHonda.com.
Well, we're going to the 9th inning, and the Phillies will turn to right-hander Chase Sugar. He makes the appearance here in the 9th with the White Sox still in front, 6-3. And the Phillies have had a whole handful of calls today that they have chosen not to challenge that would have been overturned.
A lot of them.
And that's definitely something they do monitor. They'll review after each game and talk about. Here's Antonacci at the top of the order for the White Sox, and he takes the first pitch up high. This game started with a 4-run first inning for Chicago, and that is the difference in the game, as Andrew Painter came out and could not find the strike zone. The pitch outside. He gave up 2 hits in the inning. One was hit reasonably hard, the double that capped the scoring by Peters, which came at the end of an 11-pitch at bat. But everything else was softly hit. There was only one other hit in the inning. 2-0. It's up high, but a hit batter, a walk, single, a walk, 2 weak ground outs to score runs. .30 pitch, and that's high. It's ball 4. Sugar with a 4-pitch walk to start the 9th. You get 3 guys that came into the game here that haven't pitched at all in the last 5 days.
Right. And it just makes it tough, but something you got to figure out.
Here is Vargas. First pitch to him is a breaking ball. That's in for a strike. Antonacci will run. He's been caught 4 times, but he's also got 8 steals. The pitch, fouled back. White Sox closer has been Sir Anthony Dominguez. They used him in a non-save situation last night, but he's not warming up right now.
I wonder if they'll just stay with Newcomb.
0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike, called a ball, and JT's going to challenge it. That has to be a strike, right? It might be up and out. Honestly, looked like he caught the inside part of the plate, and it is barely a strike.
Goes overturned. Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining.
So there's an out, and that'll bring up Randall Grichuk. And the pitch. That's a breaking ball in for a called strike. Now, he just said they have 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah. What, did they lose?
That's wrong.
When did they lose one?
They didn't.
Oh.
That's why. That's the other part of why I didn't understand why Stott didn't challenge. here's a throw over to first, back is Antonacci. Having both of them at this late juncture, and he basically struck out or walked on the same pitch before that, the at-bat before, 0-1. And that's a called strike. It was a breaking ball down below the zone.
Yeah.
And Jim Wolf had called it a strike, and Stott challenged. It was overturned to a ball, and it was ball 4. Grichuk waiting on an 0-2. And Sugart's pitch. Breaking ball outside. Grichuk came on as a pinch hitter in the 7th. Struck out against Tanner Banks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. We got him. So that'll bring up Colson Montgomery.
Good slider there by
Larry, is it just me, or does it look like there's 5 guys on the mound in the bullpen for the White Sox right now?
About that, maybe 4 to 5.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, in for a strike.
Now, Grant Taylor had been up, then he was standing to the side. Now he's back up, but they also get 63 up.
They got 2 righties to start the inning. Garcia and Sosa. Runner started, then stopped. Swing and a miss by Montgomery.
Tyler Davis, the other right-hander, to go along with Grant Taylor. I've never seen a bull. This is 2 games where it's the 3rd time I've seen, or maybe the 4th where I've seen either 2 lefties or 2 righties or 2 lefties up. Let's see if we can't wear everybody out, especially in this day and age of load management.
0-2 the count on Montgomery. Here's the pitch. Way inside. One ball, 2 strikes. Montgomery with a home run earlier tonight against Andrew Painter. Sugart set, now turns, throws over to first. And Tanachi is back easily.
He does a lot of that jumping around over there at first, kind of like the college guys do.
Yeah.
Jumping back and forth. And I wonder how many times he's been caught doing that, because he jumps way off.
Next pitch, and that's a breaking ball for a called 3rd strike. Backdoor breaking ball from Sugart, who strikes out the side after a 4-pitch walk started the inning.
Of course.
No runs, no hits, a walk and a man left, and we are headed to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance time for the Phils as they trail the White Sox 6-3.
The biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Bottom 4, 3-0 Blue Jays. Kazuma Okamoto to lead it off for the Blue Jays at a fly ball to right in his first at bat. As Okamoto drills one. High, deep, gone! His first home run is a Blue Jay, and it is 4-0. Big time power to the opposite field.
He came here with a power bat, and to show that early in the season, he's got these fans on their seats.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite.
On Tuesday, June 16th at 6:40, when the Phils face the Marlins, and all fans score a State Farm Phillies soccer scarf. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com. Well, we go to the bottom of the ninth, and the Phillies will get to work against hard-throwing right-hander Grant Taylor. Taylor with a fastball in the upper 90s, average velo 98.3. And he's got some impressive numbers, a 1.99 ERA, 47 strikeouts in 31 innings. His first pitch to Adolis Garcia, swung on, tapped up the first base line. That'll go foul. Not using Sir Anthony Dominguez as the closer. Grant Taylor does have one save. Taylor's been off for a couple of days, and they had him hot in the 8th, so maybe figuring go ahead and use him. And keep Sir Anthony in reserve for tomorrow. 6'3" right-hander, 230 pounds, the 0-1. Check swing, the pitch, he went around, says Jim Wolf. Second round pick out of LSU. He was there with Paul Skeens on that pitching staff. Garcia 1 for 3 with an RBI. The pitch fouled away. Had a cutter that he used a lot last year. He's basically kind of junked that.
Yeah.
But does have a slider and a curveball that he'll use. 0-2. Here's the pitch to Garcia. And it's down low. There's the slider, which comes in at 92.
Man, that's getting it up there. Throw the curveball as well.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball blew it by him. 100 miles an hour on that one. From Grant Taylor, there's out number 1. That'll bring up the left fielder, Edmundo Sosa. That was the Phillies' last best chance in this one. Sosa batted, representing the tying run in the 6th inning. The pitch. It's in for a strike. He was coming off the bench as a pinch hitter to face the new pitcher, Sean Newcomb. And he ended up striking out looking. 0-1 the count. Phillies have been held to just 5 hits today. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. And Sosa not close to that one. Well, the White Sox surviving on the strength of their 4-run first inning today. That's all they've needed.
Yep.
The pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul. Third base side down the line. The wide of the 0-2 to Sosa. Swing and another foul. This one into the White Sox dugout. Taylor ready again. The 0-2 pitch again. Fouled off. Taylor last year in 36 appearances had a 4.91 ERA. So here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and that's a called third strike. Drops a curveball in.
It's almost unfair. You got a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, sinker or four-seam, and then you drop an 85-mile-an-hour curveball at the top of the zone. There's not much you can do with that.
So, last hope for the Phillies here is Kyle Schwarber, who will try to extend the game for Turner, who waits on deck. Schwarber hitless today. And the pitch. Check swing. That pitch was in the dirt. He did go around. And it's 0-1 to Schwarber. This would end the Phillies' 4-game win streak. Have a chance to win the series tomorrow. 1-0. Swing and a miss. It'll be a rubber game for the Phillies and the White Sox.
Nola going for the Phils. David Sandlin for the White Sox.
Pitch to Schwarber. Swing and a miss. And a breaking ball. And he struck him out. And that's the ball game as Taylor comes on and strikes out the side in order. And the Phillies' 4-game winning streak comes to a close today. Big first inning for the White Sox against Andrew Painter, and that proves to be plenty enough as they beat the Phillies 6-3.
Yeah, and the Phil's offense couldn't do a whole lot. They only went down in 2 innings, 1, 2, 3. The 9th was one of them, and the 7th was another. Other than that, they had men on base, a lot of walks for the White Sox, but the Phils couldn't muster a whole lot of offense. Offensively, couldn't get the hits, and we'll get back after it tomorrow, and as you said, try and win the series.
6-3 the final. White Sox win it. We will take a timeout and have the totals and a recap for you right after this.
Can you hear that? It's the gentle waves meeting the sugar white sand in St. Pete, Clearwater. And if you listen closely, you'll hear the wows from world-renowned museums, the mms from Michelin-recognized